I.A.G Farms, all about God. Made it out to the farm today. Out here at the pond. Pond looking good. But we're gonna go come out here and feed the fish. And it rained. The pond was kind of low, but it rained the last few days, and I put that little thing in there. Let me turn you around and let you see it. Yeah, the pond had been running kind of low. Just get in to get out the way. So I put that little stake in there, the little step-in post. And before it rained, the water was like maybe a foot away from that step-in post. But now that it rained one time, as you see, it's up to the step-in post now. And it just shows you how deep this pond is, because it looks shallow, but it's really deep out in the middle. It's probably, I don't know how many feet it is out there. But yeah, so it's probably about still, it's usually right up at the bank here. And it's probably still about 3 or 4 feet lower than it usually is. But the pond's looking good. Rain did us good. It's been a while since it rained down here in Mississippi. And we down in Edwards, Mississippi down here. But it's been a while, but it rained pretty good yesterday and filled the pond on up good for us. As you see, that pond dye that we put in there back in the spring is still holding up pretty good. Without that pond dye, it would have been looking like a swamp out here. But as you see the farm, we're panning around. Let's show you the farm today. It's a nice fall day out on the farm. See the pastures, fencing going up. Got a lot of things going on. Yeah, we're getting out here a little bit late today because we had to run a few errands. We had to go to Tractor Supply, and we had to go to another Tractor Supply because they didn't have what we needed. But we down here now for to feed the pigs. We're actually right now for to feed the fish. And see if they'll come up. It's kind of cold and chilly out here right now, so they might not come up. But we're gonna go ahead and feed them, and then we'll go on down and feed the rest of the animals. Take care of the sheep, all that good stuff. But it's I.A.G Farms. It's all about God. Let's see what we can get into today. So one more scoop out there and then should be enough, but just with your hand. One more hand fistful. And we'll watch the meat for a minute and go on back down and feed the fish. Alright. There go a few little brim. We got a bunch of brim in this pond. Got some big old catfish as well. And I caught a big old bass one time. I linked to that video in the description below. I caught a bass, probably about 5-6 pounder or something like that. I don't know. I don't really know anything about how much they weigh. It'll way bigger than that. Yeah. Yeah, some pretty big fish in here. Yeah, I figured out that the brim were gonna be the only ones coming up to eat today. Catfish probably down at the bottom, eating the brim. Alright, so let's jump on this side by side and head on back to the back. We're gonna all ride today, but we're gonna play together. Alright, y'all hop on in, let's go. Alright, close those eyes. Yep. Get out and feed these sheep. Let's go on, sheep. Come on, sheep, come on. Don't let the sheep get his head in there. You gotta hurry him get it now. Yep. What's up, Roo?
Until I get ready to move.
Y'all gonna leave?
Yeah.
Y'all call him? Come on, Chief.
Come
Come
on.
on. Come on. All right, so we got the sheep moved to a new spot. As I said before on another video, the pasture is not their primary feed right now. We're giving them hay in the automatic feeder over there. We're gonna get that automatic feeder filled up. Get their waters back in there. We always give them 2 waters because as the old farmer said, 1 water is like no water. So we give them 2 waters just in case they knock one over. I'm gonna just take you through the pastures where they've been, and I want to just show you something. Can you see that grass? See that young tender grass there? Let me go to another spot. See that young tender grass growing there? That wasn't there before we had the sheep here. It was number weeds here. Look at this right here. You see that young tender grass right there? That wasn't there before we had the sheep here. It was all weeds, kind of how it is over there. And from rotation of the grazing the sheep and leaving down a little hay, don't rub the sheep ties, leave them alone. And from leaving just a little hay down, you know, to keep everything covered, you know, it's bringing back the actual grass and killing off the weeds. So we're hoping that next spring, you know, this pasture here, because we're gonna keep on moving them throughout this section, and then we're gonna get them over there on that section over there where we used to have a campsite at. I'm gonna walk up here so you can see it a little better. But once we get done rotating them over here, we're gonna rotate them over here on this section over here where we used to have a camper at, because all this is gonna be pasture. We're in the process of fencing all this in. So we're gonna get them over there as well. And our goal with rotating them throughout these pastures in the fall and the winter is gonna be to kill out all of the weeds, so that the grass will get ahead of the weeds. And so come spring, when the grass starts to sprout up, it'll sprout up ahead of the weeds and keep the weeds down. And then we'll have a pasture that's nice and lush, you know, with good nutrients in it, instead of all these weeds and things and briars. But yeah, that's our plan. And you would think that we had planted cover crop out here with those little sprouts coming up. You can just see it everywhere, little patches of sprouts where we had the sheep at rotating. But you would think that we planted a cover crop, but that's just the natural grass coming up. We didn't plant anything out here. I don't know what type of seeds are in that hay, but it seems as if it's just the natural pasture coming back to life instead of the weeds sprouting up. You know, the real grass is sprouting up, keeping it covered. But yeah, so got the sheep taken care of, got them moved to a new little section. You know, we just try to keep it green up under them. You know, because they eat a little bit of the weeds that are left, but mostly they're eating hay is their ration, and we give them the little grind by hand. But yeah, so we got them to a new green spot, new clean spot, and we'll bring them some hay down, get their water back, and then we'll be done with them. So from here we'll go on down to the pigs, to the pig pastures, and see how the pigs are doing. So we made it down to the pig pen down here now. We're gonna get all these hogs fed down here first. I'm gonna change my boots. That's my routine. I put on take off my good boots and put on my muck boots to go in the pig pen. So my boots won't smell like pigs everywhere. I'm gonna get my boots changed, then get on in here with these hogs. They probably gonna get me good and muddy today. But I'm gonna get on in here and get them all fed. Fun day on the farm. What's up, pigs? Got 3 more left. It'll be y'all's time pretty soon. Hey, y'all get on back, let me on in. Get on back. Yeah. If you saw our last video, We took down the electric fence and we gave the pink pigs this whole section here, so they can have a good clean section, you know, for their last few months before they get butchered. And we got all the guinea hogs over here, and yeah, it rained, so pretty muddy in there. Go on in here and get the feed. I got everybody's feed in the mini barn in here. How everybody doing? My two crazy ladies. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? My two boys over here, how y'all doing? Abraham. What's up, Abraham? Biscuit. What's up, Biscuit? Check on the baby pigs over here. Beep, 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 beep. Hey, piggies. How y'all doing? We'll get y'all out of here soon. Once we get these pink pigs out the way, we're gonna let y'all on out. But yeah, we got everybody separated now. As you see, we're using these corrals for the guinea hogs. And then we have the pink pigs over here in this section over here by themselves. And this is our little chute right here. So if we had animals in the corral, we would bag the cattle hauler right here to this chute, open that gate up, and, you know, be able to bring the animals right through the corral into the cattle hauler. Yeah. Let me go get this feed and feed these pigs and see what it looks like. Got this old fermented grain in here. See what it's looking like. Oh yeah. That one over there did good. I don't know why that one over there didn't swell up as good. It's all based on temperature and how you stir it up and all that good stuff, but it looks pretty good. Yeah. Got a little hay over here. We got a couple chickens laying eggs over here in this little hay thing. Let's see if there's any eggs over here. Yeah, see, one chicken laid over there too, I see. Yeah. Yeah, our chickens just lay wherever, you know, so we just gotta go hunting eggs every time we're looking for eggs, but we always pretty much able to find them. But I'm gonna go and get these pigs fed. I got all the pigs fed, so now I'm gonna get some more grain soaked for next time, so it'll be fermented when we come back down. I just fill these buckets up about halfway, and I fill the rest of it with water, and then that bucket goes from halfway to being full after it ferments for about a day or two. getting in that fermenting process. See those bubbles? I get a little more water for this one here. But they're both gonna look the same. And by the time I come back, that half a bucket of feed is gonna be a whole full bucket of feed. It's gonna swell up just that much. Stay. Stay. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Bring him in, boy. Bring him in, boy. Good boy. Alright, so we got most of all our farm chores done for the day. We still gotta go down here and get a sheep. some hay we got on the back of the side by side. But the boys, they just over there warming up by the fire. Got a little fire going. But we think we're gonna call that it for today's video. It's I.A.G Farms. It's all about God. We'll see y'all on the next one.